Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because President. Spark. Never say goodbye. I need a crowd that can pull you down. You're the light, the way to cry. That one's not starting. Okay. Okay. We're almost ready. And there we go. See if it works. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I got to change it to purple. Oh, yeah. That's much better. All right. Good evening. What do we got? Going. That one's not going yet. That's going. All right. I think we're ready to go. Good evening, everyone. And how are we doing today? Put that there. Get this right there. Put that. And let's go right down there. And whoops. See if I can do this here for a second. Just 1 second. Well, that's always freaking lovely. Is what it is. Who knows? Who knows? All right, there it is right there. All right, we are ready to roll. We are ready to rumble. Let's do this. Uh-oh, I gotta turn that just a little bit because it's shining on my screen. Or I gotta turn the screen a little bit more. There we go. Good to go. Alrighty. Good evening, everyone. It is, hold on, 9:15. Ooh, I'm running a little late. 9:15 on the 13th day of April, 2026. So let's get the ball rolling. Good evening. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. I'm looking for a one, however you want to. Wrong one. So however you want to look at it, 1% a week. Now, 1% a week, if you don't know your math, 1% every single week is over 50% by the end of the year. Now, I'm pretty okay with 50% a year. Now, I'm not looking for any new trading strategies. I'm not looking for any new shiny objects. I like boring, I like old, I like consistent, I like predictable. Right? I'm retired, which means I got to make sure that the money I have lasts for the rest of my life. So, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% every single week. Yeah, I know it's over 50% a year, and I don't want to hear it. Nobody gets 50% a year. I don't want to hear it. I've been doing it a very long time. All right, so let's get the ball rolling. Let's see who's in the house today. Who's in the house? Who do we got? All right, Sharon, how are you doing today? Who do we have over here? Ooh, a lot of people over here. What do we got? Cincinnati's back again. Sam C. Samuel. Okay. Much love. How you doing? Big Kahuna back again, I see. Jeff Copeland, Barrington. Good evening. Nautical Smeep. Okay. Raver Guy. Kelvin. Hey, Kelvin. Chris. Kate. TT Thrive. All right. Fat Finger. All right, David Mooney, how you doing? CC Blastworks, Dave. Real Don Thornton. Okay. M. Ball Willis. Okay. Boss Jimmy, what's happening, Jimmy? Michael Fish, Here and There. Interesting name, Here and There. Okay. What were your parents thinking when they named you Here and There? What was your name? Here and There? Okay, Here and There. All right. Rob Foster, how you doing? Next Gen Retirement. Okay. Imad, Martin, Farm in Curdy. Okay. Corey, good evening. Fernando. Seeds of Yucca. Okay. I can't read that. It looks like Arabic. I can't read it. Sorry. Robert, Eric, David with 2 A's. Okay. Never saw that before, but okay. David, how you doing? Bread Spinner. Podcast Twins. That sounds interesting. TSF Apparel. Nice. JC20. Denver. Will. Calf. All right. Let's go. Calf. Micus. Okay. CC Blast. Good evening. Jody. Cody. Talk-Tick. That's interesting. Greg. Rogue. Okay. Max. How's it going there, Mr. Max? Will. Thank you there, Mr. Will. Gary. Beat Warrior. John LL Beast. Okay, that's a new one. Forex Gold Master. Bitcoin US sell. Okay, but yeah. Sorry, dude. I don't do that. Let's do this. There we go. That works. All right. Some comments have been filtered. Blah, blah, blah. Jesus Preston. Pabalito. What's happening? Half. Trinity. Cousin, Nastra's in house. Load Flow Dispatch, how are you doing today? Okay, who do we have over here today? All right, we got Much Love. How you doing? Back again. Sun Tzu, Ocean, Zing, Azraf, Ralph. Okay, Harvinda, Barry, Benny, DK. What's happening, DK? Niculator, what's up? Benny, what's going on, Benny? Boss, Clement. K. Daniel, Cheatam, Benny, oh, righty. Mavrogi, Nail, okay. Adelito, One Dan, the Power Fran, Umrose, okay, cool beans. GD, what's up? All right, so who do we have down here? Johnny Weaver, what's going on, Johnny? Daniel, how you doing? Margaret, how you doing, Margaret? Joe and Kissable. And what is that? Obey Dalmani. Okay, I can't read that. Sorry, dude. Okay, what's up? Happy Monday. Yep. Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening. All right. Aloha. All right. Okay, so no emails from you today. Paul, you're not the first one. For some strange reason, half the people got the emails this morning. The other half didn't. Sorry about that, Paul. All right, so we got a couple to take a look at this morning. Who do we have this morning? No. It's morning somewhere. 9 o'clock somewhere. Actually, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. If it's 9 here, 5 o'clock somewhere would that be Hawaii? No, not Hawaii. Is it? 5 o'clock somewhere, would that be Hawaii? Laz, what's happening, Laz? Shayop. What's happening, Shayop? What are you doing? Well, good evening to you too. No emails. I got that one. Sorry about that. Taco Eater back again. I see that. Okay, what do we have over here? You guys gotta have suggestions somewhere. Get ball rolling. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I know I saw one. Hello, AEHR. Hey, Zeus, I have no idea what that is, but let's take a gander at it. AEHR. Air Test Systems. No. We're starting off the evening with a no. Let me explain to you why it's a no. Well, I'm looking for weekly cash flow, which means I got two opportunities here in front of me right here, right now. Number one, find something that trades on a weekly basis, or sit in front of my computer looking at this stupid stuff all day long. Yeah, that ain't going to work for me. So I have to trade weekly options. Matter of fact, rule number 4 in my 5 rules. Rule number 4 is weekly options only. It's 5 a.m. in Ukraine. They are 7 hours ahead. Okay, I was talking about 5 o'clock Miller time type scenario, but thank you for that one. Okay, so first one on the list is going to be a no because April, May, June, September, January, those are months of the year. Now, when you're trading stocks and options, stocks you can trade anytime you want. And if you got approval, you can trade after hours or pre-hours, almost 24 hours a day, if you choose the right stocks. Okay, but here's the thing. Monthly options only trade on the monthly basis, one time per month. That's it. That's why they're called monthly options, once a month. No, I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work in my favor. And if I'm going to be trading, I want to make sure as much is in my favor as possible. Load flow, it's 10 p.m. in Brazil? No, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Where is it 5? Where is it Miller time at the moment? 5 o'clock, Miller time. Benny, I see you there. Mr. Pasty. Pasty? Mr. Pasty. Rhino. Cool. Hyro. Cooney. All right, so no to that one. What else do we got? Here's Alex. Alex is in the house. White Picket Wreckage wants to take a look at Nike. Now, we did take a look at Nike this morning. Here we go. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down. Yeah, that's going to be a no. Okay, now, it's not a definite no. It's just no for this week. Now, Nike is on my list of one of those stocks I like to buy when the time is right. Well, today is the bottom of the year. So this is an opportunity for everyone. Now, the only reason I say it's an opportunity for everyone, because to make money in the stock market, you buy low and you sell high. You cannot get any lower than the low of the year, which is today. However, I don't buy at the low because tomorrow may be lower. We just don't know. Okay? Dropping, big gap down, and still dropping. So we do not know if today is the absolute bottom. The only way we're going to be able to figure that out is what happens tomorrow. I like 3 days to the upside. If this is the bottom today, let me zoom in a little closer so you get a better view of it. If this is the bottom today, I want 3 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, and then maybe Thursday will be time for me to jump in. But if you think this is the bottom, hey, more power to you. I like 3 days to the upside once the bottom is isolated, which it could be today. Could be. We just don't know. Rob says no to Nike. I'm going to agree with him for today. ScanDisk. You got to tell me what the ticker symbol is for ScanDisk. Load flow, dispatch voices in Brazil. Okay, cool. All right, we have a newbie alert. Newbie alert. The only reason I know it's a newbie alert because if you actually been here for a while, if you actually been listening even a tiny bit, you would not be buying JEPQ. You wouldn't. But what the hell do I know? let's take a look. Now, we're going to come over to Yahoo Finance, and Yahoo Finance is going to let us know exactly how profitable or not JEPQ actually is. Okay, let's check it out. Jannard, I see you over there. American Airlines, we'll check that out in a little bit. Okay, Stephanie, I see you. It's 9:23 a.m. in the Philippines. Well, that's not 5 p.m. That's not Miller time. 5 p.m. is Miller time. Where is it 5 p.m.? Is it in Hawaii or is it Midway? Or is there something between Hawaii and Midway where it is 5 o'clock? I don't know. Well, JEPQ, let's check it out. We are going to be looking at some JEPQ for user 657522517649. What were your parents thinking when they named you? Seriously. Okay, JEPQ. JEPQ. Okay. So we're over here looking at Yahoo Finance. We are at the historical data. Now, historical data tells us what was the opening, what was the high, what was the low, what was the close, what was the volume, all that kind of information you can possibly think of. What is the what's the income look like? What's the earnings per share looks like? What's the book value? How much the revenue is? Any kind of information you're going to look at, it's going to be in a financial website. Now, you can use whichever one you want. You can Google Finance, Yahoo Finance, New York Stock Exchange, Wall Street Journal, whatever. Whatever channel you want to use. But you are at some point in time. If you're investing, you need to have access to information that your broker does not have. And my broker does not have the dividend information that I'm looking for. Now, if you've been here before, you know that I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. The only way I'm going to get that is by investing in companies that have weekly options. And are they profitable? I got 5 simple rules. And rule number 3 is the company consistently profitable. Well, there's only 3 types of companies here in the United States. 1, private companies. I have one of those. No, you cannot just buy shares in my company. Okay. 2 is companies that pay out a dividend or companies that share their profits. 3, companies that don't share their profits and take all the profits, put it back into the company for future growth. Okay, I'm not for that one. I'm looking for cash flow. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to put it all out there for me so you know exactly where I'm coming from. I'm 62. I'm retired. All the money I've accumulated over my life has to last me for the rest of my life. So I don't have the luxury of making stupid mistakes, which means I'm not very adventurous when it comes to investing. I want to make sure that I don't make any mistakes, and the probability of me being correct is higher and higher and higher. Now, I don't want to toot my own horns, but as of this moment in time, I have zero losses for today. Now, as of today, from the beginning of the year to today, 0 losses. Last year, I had 4. No, I meant last year, 4. The year before, I think it was 2, but that's it. I do over thousands of trades a year, and if I can get away with less than 4 this year, I'll be happy. Anyway, let's take a look. Now, I want to look at the dividends only, because the name of the show is Dividend Stock Talk, where we talk about companies that pay dividends. Okay? So, let's check and see, is JEPQ consistently increasing their dividends? First thing I want to do is I want to look at just the dividends. There they are right there. And then I want to look at every single dividend JEPQ has paid out since the beginning of time for JEPQ, which just so happens to be, are you ready for this? June 1st, 2022, which means this company is 2.5 years old. Or is it 3.5 years old? 3.5 years old. Okay, so I got an interesting question. Okay, as an investor, why the hell would you put money into a 3-year-old company? Now, hypothetically speaking, you could be doing it for future growth, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not looking for future growth. I'm looking for cash flow. So, number one, JEPQ ain't going to do it for me. But let's take a look at the profits. Is JEPQ profitable? Well, let's find out. You ready? Now, the dividend is the portion of the profits the corporation gives back to us, the investors. So, as an investor, I want to make sure this company is profitable year after year after year after year. Great. Let's take a look. 37, 34. Now, see, I got a problem right off the bat. I show you the first two dividends. 37, 34. Now, why is the 37 before the 34? Isn't it supposed to increase? So, no, the very second dividend is less than the first one. If I'm going to try to attract people to my company, I'm not going to decrease my profits. I want to increase my profits. Hold on. Okay, 37, 34, lower, 40, higher, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower. This is not looking good. Okay, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, higher, lower, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher. Okay, this is just all over the freaking place. No, 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 hell no. Sorry, user 6575225176498. What the hell were your parents thinking when they named you, dude? But seriously, it's not consistently profitable. The profits go up, the profits go down, profits go up, All right, put it to you this way. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, you work 40 hours a week. Okay? Drew, what's happening, Drew? Back again. I saw you here the other day. How's it going, Drew? So let's say, hypothetically speaking, you're at work. Okay? Monday, you clock in at 9 a.m. Friday, you clock out at 5, and you pick up your paycheck, you get $1,000. All right, 2,000, 5,000, whatever the hell it is. Let's not quibble. Well, so $1,000, put my 40 hours in. $1,000, put my 40 hours in. $800, put my 40 hours in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is my income decreasing? I shit you not. Why is the income decreasing? If I invest in a company, I want to make sure the company is profitable year after year after year, or I'm not putting my money in there. Now, just to let you know, I check every single week. As of this week, there's 10,997 different companies to invest in. That's it, 10,997. That was as of yesterday. They add more and more every single week. So I check every week. Well, 10,994, or whatever the fuck it was. That's a lot of companies to figure out. Lost audio. Uh-oh, Jeffrey, that's not good. I hope that's not the camera. That's the bad one. I got one camera that's bad. It's got to be replaced. Anyway, so here's the thing. I want to make sure the company is profitable. So I'm going to show you one. Check this out. No, JEPQ is a definite no. Let's take a look at this one. You ready? We're going to go, wait. We want to go do this. It's all of them. Now, I'm going to go all the way back 20 years. So when I'm investing, I want to make sure the company I put my money in has been consistently profitable for at least 2 decades. So let's count it up. You ready? 2 decades would be 2006. You ready? 2006. Here it is. 33, 36, 39, 40, 41, 45, 49, 53, 57, 61, 65, 67, 72, 76, 79, 81, 89, 95, $1, 103, 106. Every single year, this company, along with over 100, actually over 300 other companies, have consistently been profitable, which means They're making more money this year than they did last year. They made more money last year than they did the year before. Consistently increasing year after year after year. Okay, so let's put it this way: 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 18, 20, 25, 27, so on and so forth, consistently one after the other, higher, 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 higher. There's 10,994 different companies. Why are you choosing one that's not consistently profitable? It's a simple question. Simple question. Why are you investing in companies that are not consistently profitable? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. All right, so no to JEPQ. Could have just said no and been done with it, but kind of takes the drama away. All right, so what else do we have? Jeff is having issues with the audio. Sorry about that, Mr. Jeff. All right, Roger from Hawaii, SanDisk. Let's check it out. SNDK. All right. Normally, I don't do stocks over 900 bucks. Okay? Normally, actually, I say never. Never, ever, ever, ever will I buy stock at the high of the year. Never. Never, 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 never. Not even if with your money. I wouldn't. Natalie, how you doing? I wouldn't invest in a company that's over 900 bucks and at the high of the year with your money. So I sure ain't gonna do it with my money. Hell no. What else do we have? Stephanie, how you doing? Amber, what's happening? Nookie. Jannard wants to take a look at American Airlines. AAL. Here we go. American Airlines. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down. That don't look that good, but let's zoom in. Okay, last 90 days, the last 3 months. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Not this week, but maybe next week or the week after. Because she went from 10, jumped up over 12. Now she's dropping. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but let's zoom in there and talk about this just for a tiny bit. Maybe you might be able to see it. You ready? Bottomed out at 10. Jumped up, went to 12. From $10 to $12 is a 20% increase in 2 weeks. Okay? Here to here, 20% increase in 2 weeks. Ask yourself a question and don't BS yourself. If you bought something 2 weeks later, it's up 20%. Are you going to take the profits? Seriously, it's a serious question. If what you bought jumped up 20% in 2 weeks, would you take that profit? Well, a whole bunch of people did. They went up. Now they're taking the profits and it comes down. 47 million shares traded today. So yeah, profit taking. That's what it's called. Okay? Stock jumps up. People take their profits. Stocks drop. Okay? It's dropping. Maybe it'll come down to about here before she turns around again. Don't know. Let's keep our eye on for it. Okay, what else do we got? All right, American Airlines, local funding broker. Okay. Deep sea diver. Ooh, what's up, brother? Angela, what's happening, Angela? It's all a garden media. That's an interesting name. Divine Beauty. Nice. Terry, what's going on? Oh, Terry wants to take a look at Kohl's and Macy's. Kohl's. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. What's going on right there? I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer. But before I do, it's 1346. The 1350s are going for 34. Okay, that's over 2%. Now we all know that 1% every week is over 50% by the end of the year. So 2% every week is going to be over 100% by the end of the year. It either makes sense or it doesn't. Then you have to ask yourself the question, do I like Kohl's? What's Kohl's doing? Here's the high of the year. Here's the low of the year. Okay? we're smack dab somewhere in the middle. Okay? High of the year, low of the year, right here. What's happening? What's happening with Kohl's? Okay, she drops, now she's going up, now she's dropping. Not the time to jump in the Kohl's. Sorry. What was the next one? Macy's. Ooh, look at that. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. So she's going from 17 to 19, which is $2. But $2 on a $20 stock is only 5%. Okay? So from here to here is only 5%. Can it keep going up? Yeah, it can. Let's zoom in and see what it looks like. Okay, down, up, down, up. So it's trending up right now, 1923. The 1950s are going for 24. Rule number 5 is make sure the numbers work. What are the numbers? What am I buying it for? 1923, 1923, 1923, 1923. 1923 is the current price. So if I buy it tomorrow at 1923, sell it at 1950, I pick up over 1%. So let's take a look. What does Macy's look like for tomorrow? For tomorrow. All right, covered call. It's a simple strategy. The 1950s, there it is. One contract. If I show you what one contract looks like, then you can decide whether or not you can enjoy 1, 4, 15, 72. I got 170 contracts on one. 170. It's like, what the hell was I thinking? All right. So I'm going to buy one covered call Macy's, 17 April, the $19.50 call option. Well, it's going to pay me $52, and the investment is going to be $18.98. So think about it for a second. I'm creating what I call a weekly cash producing asset. I buy an asset, and every single week I have the ability to collect something. So this week, that something is $52. So before you panic and say, only $52 on an $1,800 investment? Well, here's the thing. The investment, the $1,800, is a number that we will never, ever, ever sell for less. So when I do sell, okay, rule number 2 is never, ever sell at a loss. So if I'm paying $18.98, I'm going to collect whatever. This week it's 52 every single week, and I will never, ever, 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 never sell at a loss, and I will always get my $18.98 back. If I never sell at a loss, this $18.98 that some of you are so worried about, I got to pay $1,800 to get 52. No. $1,800 to get 52 every single week, 52 times a year. Now, it's not going to be 52 every single week. That number will go higher, that number will go lower. But I'm never, ever going to sell at a loss. So no, that is not a loss. So let's check it out. What exactly is the rate of return? Now, to figure that out, we're going to need the calculator. Calculator. All right, so to find out the rate of return, we take the profit, all right, max profit, 52, throw it into the calculator, and then we're going to divide it by the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $18.98. Divide 18.98, and that comes to a grand total of, you ready? 2.7 for 1 week. Think about it, 2.7 for 1 week. If 1% a week is 50% by the end of the year, 2% a week is over 100% a year. Well, what the hell is 2.7 every single week? Now, you're not going to get it every single week, but it would be nice. Okay, 2.7. Now, I'm going to save this one because, yeah, I like Macy's, and I actually already have some Macy's, but I wouldn't mind getting some more because I like Macy's. They've been in business for over 100 years. I think they're threatening to leave New York. So yeah, the New York mayor is a little unhappy that Macy's has decided they're going to close a bunch of stores and leave New York. Wow, I'd leave New York too by what's going on there. All right, let's take a look. Here we go, Macy's. Whoops, there it is. Macy's, big and beautiful. One covered call, Macy's. 17 April 26th. That's this coming Friday. So whoever buys this from me has between whenever they buy it, most likely in the morning, until 3:59 p.m. Friday afternoon. Because at 4 p.m. Friday afternoon, this option is expired. They actually expire on Saturday, but our ability to trade it ends at 3:59 p.m. Because at 4 o'clock, market closes. Do it, don't do it, it's totally up to you, but it is 2.7%. And I like 2.7%. All right, let's do this in case I forget. Okay. Monday, Tuesday. There we go. All right. And this one is 2.7. 2.7. Next, we look for 5 every night. So let's see if we can find 5 tonight. Okay, load flow does not like American Airlines. Okay, I think where American Airlines was a no. Now, Rob, QQQI, do you really want me to tell you no for QQQI? Really? It's not consistently profitable by any means. Lola! I met a the girl in an oh Soho where we drink champagne and taste just like cherry cola. COLA. I bet you're tired of hearing that one, aren't you? COLA cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her name in a low gruff voice. She said Lola. Hello. Okay, so Macy's, great, wonderful. No. All right, American Airlines. We already looked at American Airlines, didn't we? I think we did. American Airlines. Yeah. Okay, so it's actually dropping. She dropped, found the bottom there, back up, back down. Zoom in a little closer, show you exactly a little bit better. See, she drops, back up, back down. Okay, remember? 10, 12, 20%. Now it's dropping. Yeah, no to American Airlines. Okay, Rob, Instatalk wants to look at Delta. Uh-oh. Delta Airlines, DAL. I was putting that. Okay, here we go. No, same thing. Up, down, up, down. Okay, up, down. No for Delta Airlines, sorry. Load Flow says American Airlines biggest thieves in America. I thought that was Bank of America. Tristan, best dividend stocks. Tristan, listen closely. I hope you had a piece of paper and some mascara to write this down with. You can write it with your lipstick, I don't care. Sorry. Tristan, best dividend stocks. Are you ready? Dividend Kings. KINGS. Dividend Kings. 5 decades. That's 50 years of increased profits. Yep, Dividend Kings. Can you do Micron? Scott, of course I can do Micron. MU, Micron. No. Up, down, up. Look at that. Look closely here. Scott, are you ready? Okay, she drops from 310, she jumps to 426. That, my friend, is $116 jump from here to here. $116 on a $310 stock. That is over 33%. Down, jumps up 33%. Yeah, see you later. Profit taking's coming any day now. Sorry. Any monthly dividend stocks? Yeah, almost all. Yeah, there's a few of them. Jackson, do you like T. Rowe Price? T. Rowe. No. Now, I like the company. I just don't like the options. Okay, April, May, June, July, September, October, December, January. Those are months of the year. I don't do monthlies. They just don't work in my favor. DC wants to take a look at Intel. INTC. Hell no. Look at that. She goes from 40 up to 65. Okay, 40 to 65. Where's our opportunity? Opportunity's done and gone. All right. Alan Crutch. Oracle. ORCL. I do have me some Oracle. Top, bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. Let's zoom in right there. Now, Oracle, okay, she jumps up, drops down, jumps up, drops down, jumps up again. That right there, that's a big move. Went from 140 to 155 today. It's $15. That's nice. Well, let's take a look at Oracle at 155. 155, it's at 155, 159, the 160s. Okay, yeah. Okay, currently it's at 159 after hours. So 159.46, the 160s are going for 244. So let's see what this looks like. AJ Mama, do you do covered calls versus secure? Yeah, I do both of them. Okay, sit tight for a second. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's change this to covered call. Let's do the 160s right there. Okay, just one contract so that it makes sense and you can figure out how many you can do. Okay, so one covered call Oracle, 17 April 26th. That's this coming Friday. The 160 call option. The stock is currently at 159.46. Now, for those of you that are here for the first time or do not know, this screen here, this screen behind me is live on YouTube. So if you have the ability, you can pull up the screen on your big screen TV and you'll be able to see these small numbers. Because you might not be able to see them on your phone or your iPad, but on your big screen TV, you'll be able to see them. All right, so max profit, 317. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 15,000. Let's see what the rate of return looks like. For that, we're going to need the calculator. Profit, 317. We're going to divide it by the investment, which is 15,683. 683, and that comes to 2%. 2% for 1 week. Think about it. 2% 1 week. That's over 100% by the end of the year. So you need to ask yourself the question, does it make sense to buy something, 159.46, turn around and sell it for almost the exact same price, 160, get a 2% return for 1 week? Now, here's the thing. If I buy one contract, it's 15,683. I get my money back and I get to collect 2% for 1 week. It takes less than 10 minutes a day. I ask myself 5 simple questions. What did I buy? Oracle. What did I sell? The 160 call option. Where's it at right now? It's at 159.55. Where does it look like it's going? Well, the chart looks like going up. What should I do? Well, if I'm buying it at 159.55 and somebody wants to buy it from me at 160, I say let them have it. Because I'm not looking to buy something for the sake of owning it. I'm looking to buy something for the sake of it giving me 1% every week. Now, I love this company and I buy it consistently because she goes up, she goes down. Now, when she's going up, I pick, Sweet Dan, you like that? I like that, Sweet Dan. Okay, so as she's going up, I'm taking let's get rid of this thing. Oh, so we're going to save this one because it's 2%. Oracle. Okay. Oh, give it a minute. It'll pop up. So that being said, I'm pretty much okay with it. 2% every week works for me. And yes, it does take me anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. Well, it only takes me about 5 minutes. All right. Here it is right here. And there you have it. Oracle. 17 April 26th. That means this option is going to expire this coming Friday. Okay. The 160 call option. Well, the stock at the moment is 159.56. So if I buy it at 159.56, sell it at 160, pick up 317 for a 2% profit for 1 week. I get all my money back plus the 2%, and then I do it again next week. Every single week. 1%, 2%. 1% a week is 50% a year. I'm perfectly okay with that. Now, to be 100% honest with you, I don't get 2% a year, 2% a week. I average 1.4. Now, for the last 15 years, 1.4 has been my average. Some weeks I make more, some weeks I make less. My goal is 1%, though. Oracle pays 2% on weekly cash secured put. The way to go. All right. So Ivan thinks, now, Ivan, I'm not going to pick on you specifically, but Ivan thinks that a cash secured put might be better. Okay, great. Not that I teach cash secured puts, but okay. So just for Ivan, now I don't normally do this because I really don't teach cash secured puts, but they're just as easy. So let's take a look. And Mama's asking about it too. Here we go, Mama. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Okay, so the cash secured put in this situation, we're at 159, and I think it's going to go up. So I'm going to be looking at, holy cow, he's right. Take a look at this. The 160 is going for 645. All righty then, let's take a look. How do you guarantee that you can avoid selling at a loss? Born with a controller. Okay, now I'm going to say this directly to you. Are you ready? Listen closely. I cannot guarantee you anything, okay? Because when it comes to your own trading account, your own money, you are 100% responsible, okay? That's number one. Number two, if you buy something and it goes down and you sell it at a loss, that's a you problem. If I buy something, let's say 155.62, and this thing drops down to 75, I ain't selling it. I can guarantee you, look you straight in the eyes and tell you I will never, ever, ever sell anything for less than I paid for it. I can tell you that. But can I guarantee you that? No. Because I have no idea what buttons you're going to push. And most new people, which you're relatively new here, I've never seen you here before, and that name I would remember, okay, born with a controller. Yeah, I'd remember that. I have no control over what buttons you push. And most newbies, most people will lose money. Are you ready for this one? Seriously, are you ready for this one? Most new people lose money by hitting the wrong button. It's actually that simple. Because what are there? Maybe 100 keys on your keyboard? Okay? And on your phone, you hit the wrong button, you can lose. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? You're in control. You were born with a controller. That means you are in control. So how can I guarantee you will never avoid selling at a loss? I can't. Because you are in control of your money. Okay? Whatever you buy, it's guaranteed that it's going to go down. And on the flip side, whatever you buy is guaranteed to go up. How do I know that? Because stocks only do two things. And never, I've been trading for 30 years. 30. I've never, ever, ever, ever seen a stock drop without bouncing. And I've never seen a stock go straight up without dipping. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. It is up to you to push the button when you're ready to. Okay? If it goes down and you press that button, you take the loss. That's a you thing. So there's 3 guarantees in life. Okay? Death, taxes, and disappointment. Okay? You're guaranteed to be disappointed at some point in your life. So, no, I cannot guarantee you will not lose. Sorry, it's a you thing. All right, let's get back to where we were. We are done with Oracle. Next. Oh, cash secured put. Ivan, okay. Now, I don't normally teach cash secured puts, but Ivan did ask. So let's, uh-oh. Hold the phone. Pause. We got another newbie alert. Okay. Novice. Principium? Okay, whatever. Okay, novice. It sounds confusing to you. Sit tight for a second. Now, novice is new, so I got to show him something. So help me out here, folks. Okay, novice, we're going to go check out something for you. Okay, this is my website, The 10MinuteTrader. Do your research. It's been there for over 20 years. Okay, we're going to my social media. Okay, YouTube to be specific. Okay, novice, you ready? Check this out. Novice, 1,900 videos. Okay, I've stood in front of this camera for 15, 16 years. Almost every single day. Almost for 1,900 videos. That's not what we're looking for. Okay, remember I told you this live right there? There it is. Okay, so we're going to take a look at videos. This is for you, novice. Don't go away. Then we're going to look at the oldest video, all the way back 13 years ago. You ready?
Hi, and as you being part of our internet website company, which my dad doesn't let me call him that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks and arbitrage,
All right.
And every month,
hold on.
Getting
That's JC.
Stocks that you can choose from that'll help you get this return on your money.
And that's me. Is that 15 years ago? Look at all the hair. Oh my God. I had so much hair back then. Here's my favorite part coming up. Yay! All right. So the reason I'm showing you that, okay? The reason I'm showing you that is the trading strategy I'm showing you right now was created. Oh, where is she? For my 9-year-old daughter. When she was 9, she asked me, Daddy, can you teach me? So you're confused, which surprises the hell out of me because she was 9 years old. She says, Daddy, can you teach me? Great. Number 1, never buy a company you don't want to own. Number 2, never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose. Number 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. Number 4, weekly options only. And number 5, make sure all the numbers work. Now, the trading strategy was created for a 9-year-old. And they have settings on every single one of my profiles that you cannot be here unless you are 18, which means you are older than 9. And if this was created for a 9-year-old little girl, I kind of like to think that an 18 or 19 or somebody older understands. Never buy something you don't want to own. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company's profitable. Make sure the numbers work. What am I buying? What am I selling? It's really not difficult at all. It's only as difficult as you want it to be. So I can't help you out with that, novice. I'd love to help you out, really would. You want to have a conversation? Anyone want to have a conversation? Drop me your phone number. I will give you a call personally, or go to the website, book a call. I'll have a conversation with you, and I promise 100% I will not try to sell you anything. Okay? So let's get back to the example with, I forget who it was who wanted to see this. Oracle cash secured put. Who said something about the cash secured put? There it is, Ivan. You ready, Ivan? Okay, so currently 59.20. Let's do the 60s. It's paying 6.45. So let's do that one. the 160s, there it is. So selling, I'll sell just one. I don't want to do 10. Just one. There it is. Okay, so a cash secured put would sound something like this. I'm going to sell one contract of Oracle, 17 April 26th. That's this coming Friday. The $60, the 160 put. And I'm going to be collecting $645, which is $645. And it's going to cost me 15 grand. All right, well, let's get the calculator. Calculator says 645 is the profit, and we divide it by the investment, which is going to be 15,355 for a total return of 4.2%. Now, I don't normally teach cash secured puts, but I even did come up with a very good point that the cash secured put is a hell of a lot better off than the covered call. It's basically the same thing. Because on a cash secured put, you have to take a chunk of change, some money, enough to buy 100 shares, put it aside, and sell somebody the rights to force you to buy at 160. Okay? So if the stock goes up above 160, I collect that money and I walk away a happy camper and I get my $15,000 back. But if the stock drops, I will be forced to buy it at 160. So if she drops to 150, I got to buy it at 160. Okay? If she goes up above 160 by Friday, I don't have to do anything. I get all my money back and I get that credit. But he's right. The cash secured put on Oracle this week is better than the covered call. That's going to be the last cash secured put we talk about. So, Mama, yeah, I do cash secured puts. All right. John, what's happening? So Novus, I hope that ill explanation helped you out a little bit. Okay, Scott, we already looked at Micron. Nathan, nice to see you. Terry, you're welcome. Sweet Den, the Macy's founder was from my hometown when he was young. No parade at the time. Okay. Adrian, BBY. Isn't that, is that Best Buy? BBY? BBY. Best Buy. All righty. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down. Yeah, nope. Drop like a rock. Check this out. Okay. 67 drops to 60, shoots up to 66, drops back to 60 again. Okay, so now don't get me wrong. I like it right here, but I don't like it by itself. I want it to turn around and go back up, but that may not happen until next week, the week after, the week after. Don't know. Sweet Den, Kinks, Cola, love. Yep, I love Lola. I do. Okay, so Load Flow wants to take a look at Advanced Auto Parts. Interesting. High, the low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. Well, that doesn't look that entertaining now, does it? Okay. Yep. Friday was the high, and today she's pulling back. Okay, so she went from 47 to 58, which is $11 on a $47 stock, just below. Okay, 47, 22, maybe 22% jump. Now she's pulling back. Okay, no. Iron, hell no. Let's take a look at. We'll take a look at Iron in a minute. Hold on. Misty, newbie alert. Michael, seriously. Michael wants to look at MSTY. Now, Michael, that says to me that you don't pay attention to rule number one. Rule number one is simple. If you don't understand it, you don't know what they do, you shouldn't be buying it. Okay? So, MSTY, let's take a look. MSTY. We're going to go right to the dividends, right to the profitability center. Are they consistently profitable? Yes or no? Well, let's check it out. Here it is. Yield Max MSTR Option Income Strategy ETF MSTY. Okay. Slide down, take a look at the dividends. All right, very first dividend, April 2024. This company's 2 years old. 2 years old. That's it. $20, the very first dividend. $20.64. This is where they lose me right off the bat. Are you ready? The very first dividend, $20. Second dividend drops by 45% to $12. So if the first dividend is $20, the second dividend is 12, that would make me want to run. Because if I'm putting my money into the company and they're decreasing their profits, hell no. But that's just me. Let's take a look. First dividend, $20. I'm going to write this down because I think you need to see it. Okay? $20. Okay? Then she drops to 12, 15, 11, 9, 20, 22. 22 is the highest. 22 is the highest. So let's go a little further. 22, 15, 11, 10, 6, 11, 7, 6, 5, 3, 1, 96. Okay, now we're at 30 cents. Okay, so who asked for this one? Michael. Michael, you ready for this? The very first dividend is $20. The highest is 22. The lowest is 29. Okay, so Michael, if you don't mind, explain to me and everybody else in a manner in which we will understand why you think a company that's first dividend is $20, the highest dividend is 22, and now they're currently at 30 cents or 29 cents. If the first dividend is 20 and now we're down to 29 cents, that's over a 90% drop. So how can you explain why you think a company has a 90% decrease in profits is a good idea? Seriously. No. MSTY, hell no. 2 years old and then down 90% from the first dividend? No. No, 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 no. I can't think of how many more ways to say no. Okay, Michael, you understand? Okay, Jared wants to take a look at Pfizer, PFE. PFE, Pfizer. Check it out. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down. I don't know about you, but that don't look good. Okay, up, down, up, down. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. All right, Grand Bob, OCSL. What the hell is that? Seriously, OCSL. It's a no. I don't do monthlies. April, May, June, August, November. Those are months of the year. What I'm looking for specifically, 17 April, that's this Friday. 24 April, that's next Friday. 1 May, 2 Fridays away. 8 May, 3 Fridays away. 15 May, 4 Fridays away. 22 May, 5, 6, 7, so on and so forth. There's a huge difference between weekly option, I can do it 52 times a year, or a monthly option, I can do 12 times a year. It just kind of makes sense. Oh, wow, nobody's over here yet. Okay. Is Fidelity account good? You know, I don't tell people what to trade on. Now, I wrote a book about 15 years ago, Choosing the Right Trading Platform for Your Trading Strategy or for your trading style. Okay, that's how I ended up with Thinkorswim. Okay, I used to trade on E-Trade. I traded on E-Trade, Just to Trade, Trade Station. I traded on a lot of different platforms. But This is the only one that I find has everything that I'm looking for. More specifically, the only ones I know that have what's called the trigger trade. I'm not going to go into that because that's nothing to do with what we're talking about, but it's the only platform that I know that has it. So that's the reason why I use this. I've been using this for over 20 years. Drew Dank, thank you. Ill Will, thank you there, Ill Will. What else we got? Vita Bella. George Boyle. What's happening, George Boyle? Milk. What's going on? C-marked. Okay. Mr. Rico. Iren. I-R-E-N. Iren Limited. Okay. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. Okay. That doesn't look that bad. Let's zoom in. See what it looks like. Okay, 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she went from 31 to 43. Now 31 to 43 is 12 bucks. 12 bucks on a $31 stock is over 30%. That is a 30% increase. Can it keep going up? Yeah, it can. But ask yourself the question, do you really think it's a good idea to buy a company, even though it's not the 30-day high? Okay, 30-day high is right there. It's got that much more room to go, but it's already jumped up 30%. But don't get me wrong, it could keep going up. But do you want to be in that situation? Do you want to buy a stock that's already moved 30% and gamble to see if it's going to go higher? Now, don't get me wrong, I've never invested in that company. I have no idea who they are. So for me, it would be a no, but I have no idea. But you like it, fine. But ask yourself the question. 2 weeks ago, we were down here at 31. Now we're at 43. That's 12 bucks or over 30%. No. CoreWeave, Guillermo. Dude, got to give me the ticker symbol. CoreWeave, I've heard of them. I've never invested in them. Becky, I see you there, Becky. How are you doing there, Becky? Nice to see you. First time here. Thank you for coming. CoreWeave. Okay, you have to give me the ticker symbol. Dictator, I got $3. Need to turn it into 1 million as soon as possible. Okay, buy some pesos. $3 should give you 3 million pesos. You'll be good to go. You've come to the wrong place. Seriously, you have not come to the right place. Okay, I'm not looking for something that jumps like that. I'm looking for 1% a week. Okay, 1%. You got $3. You want 1%? Fine. What is that? 3 pennies? There you go. Have fun with it. Irina, how you doing, Irina? DC Dividend Kings, Macy's covered call, Oracle 159 1601. I have no idea what that means. Now I understand it, but the context in which you use it doesn't make any sense. Dula Dollars, can you show Macy's again? I could show Macy's again, but here's the thing. I've got 11 different platforms. So you're here on TikTok number 1. I get TikTok number 2 over there. I got 3 YouTube channels, and I got 11 channels altogether. I've already did Macy's. Don't get me wrong, I love Macy's, I do. It is being recorded, so you can go back and rewatch it. Cash secured puts is definitely safer. No, it's not safer. There's no such thing as safer. Because a cash secured put, you're putting money up front. Okay? If that stock drops to 0, you are obligated to buy it at the price you sold that cash secured put at. And you cannot do a cash secured put without putting money up front. At least with a covered call, you're covered. That means that's the safest trade there. That's the safest trade there is because you're covered with it. The cash secured put, if the stock drops to 0, you're buying a company that's worth nothing, but you're required to by law because a put option creates an obligation. A call option is, you can if you want to, you don't have to. But a put option, you have to. Okay? Brian, how you doing, Brian? Wisdom, how are you today? All right. Michael. Michael, you already asked me about Misty. It was no the first time you asked. The second time, it's going to be even bigger now. Alexander, take a look at Dollar General. Woo, Dollar General. Nice. Take a look. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down. What's going on here? Let's zoom in. Does it make sense for this week? It does or it doesn't. Drops back up, back down. No. Now, I like Dollar General. I do. But it's not right at the moment. It's like, you ever go to a garden and you see, a vegetable, flower, something that looks great, looks wonderful? It's just not ready yet. Okay? 30-day high, 146. We dropped down to the new bottom at 114. That's the new bottom right there today. Now, if you like it, yeah, the new bottom was today. Now, I don't buy at the bottom. I wait for it to go up 3 days. So maybe tomorrow it will be a little higher. And then maybe Wednesday it will be higher. Then if it's higher on Thursday, that's 3 days up. See, I give you what my rules are. I got 1,900 videos. You'll take a look. They're all saying the exact same thing. Okay, I don't buy at the bottom, even though that could be the bottom. And the bottom is the best time to buy. It's just that how do you know what's the bottom? Because this thing could go lower tomorrow. Enza, what's happening, Enza? How you doing? Cause and Astra, what's going on? I see that, Enza. All good. Load flow, we already did advanced auto parts. Roger, Hawaii. So what happens with a covered call if the stock goes down? I can't believe you're even asking that question. Okay, so Roger, I got to explain something to you for a minute. Okay, Roger, this here is Dollar General. Okay, I'm just going to give you a quick little example. You ready, Roger? Up, down, 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 up, down. Hold on. AT&T. Up, down, 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 up, down. Hold on. MSFT. You ready? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Hold on, not done yet. Ford. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Am I getting my point across, Roger? Every single stock, every single one does two things and only two things. They go up, they go down. You buy something, it's guaranteed it's going to go down. Sorry, that's the name of the game. But guess what? After it goes down, it's going to turn around and go back up again. And then when it goes up, guess what? It's going to turn around and go back down again. Seems kind of pointless, doesn't it? It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. So what are we doing? We're looking for the opportunity, okay? With a high, she drops down, and as she's going back up, that's where I want to jump in. Because stocks do the same things over and over and over again. Let me give you a little bit of a pointer here, Roger. You ready? Check this out. You're going to love this. You're going to love this, Roger. Okay, right here, Roger. It's called an EX dividend calendar. This is April 2026, like any other calendar. The first, the second, the third, the fourth, blah, 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 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. It's a calendar. What's different about this calendar? It's an EX dividend calendar. It tells me when the stocks that I like are going to pay out their dividends. Now, why is that important, Roger? The reason it's important, Roger, Lowe's, Clorox, Abbott Labs, these companies consistently go up in price just before the dividend is paid. So, Roger, if I know when the dividend is being paid, I can plan my trades accordingly. Okay, so Lowe's right here on the 22nd. Today is the 13th. So if I bought it today, sold a covered call against it, I can get 1% here, sell another covered call if it doesn't fill, pick up another 1% here, collect the dividend, to increase my rate of return. Now, we're all here for the same thing. We all want to take the money that we have and make it grow safely, simply, consistently, and predictably. Palantir, hell no. Vinny, rule number one, never buy something you do not know or you do not understand. The name of the show, Vinny, is Dividend Stock Talk or Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. Palantir doesn't have dividends. It's going to be a no. Sorry, Vinny. So as I was saying, by knowing when a stock is going to go up in value, doing a simple, safe, predictable trade, get in, get out, grab that 1% just before the EX date, and then do another one. Okay, there's literally hundreds. Look at this. 131, 34, 32. There's got to be at least 20 there. 131 there, at least 24 there, 34 there. Nothing on Friday. That's Good Friday. That's why. But another 15, but another 15, another 12, another 15, another 22. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of companies that pay dividends every single week, every single quarter. Hold on. What else do we have? So, Roger, I hope that makes sense. Okay? Every stock goes up, every stock goes down. If you buy it, great. Make sure you're buying at the right price that you're okay with. Because after all, no matter what happens, you are in control of your money. You are 100% responsible for what you do. Either learn how to do it or give your money to someone else, let them do it for you. That's it. You got two choices and only two. And I don't care what anyone tells you. If they tell you got more than two choices, they're lying to you. You either do it yourself or you give up accountability and you give it to someone else to do for you. There's no way possible, okay? Even if you decide to take your money and stick it under your pillow, it's still your choice. You either do it yourself, give up accountability, let someone else do it. It's your choice. But always, always, always make sure that you are okay with whatever you buy. If it makes sense. Rule number one, however, whatever number you want to use, rule number one, never buy anything you do not want to hold long term or you do not understand it. If you don't understand it, if you don't know what the 52-week high is, what the 52-week low is, what the earnings per share, whether it has dividends, whether it's weekly, whether it's monthly, has options, whatever. If you don't know, don't buy it. You are responsible for everything you do. Bloody Mary J Dog, what's happening? How are you doing? Becky, how you doing, Becky? I see you over there. Lisa, nice to see you. Dude, I cannot read that writing. Read the room. There's nobody reading that kind of language. So I'd love to help you out, really would. There's no translation button here, so I can't see what you're asking. Sorry. Michael! All right, Michael Bennett thinks this is fake. Thank you there, Michael. I appreciate it. Chime in again sometime. Michael Nelson, you're welcome. La 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 la. Okay. I can't you read that name. I'm going to call you Backer. Backer wants to take a look at ExxonMobil long call. What the hell for? Seriously. Why would you want to do a long call on hold on. ExxonMobil. Let's check it out. XOM. Okay. Here you go. 175 is the high. Way down here, she shoots up, pulls back. Now you get that problem happening in the Gulf. Great. You want to buy the long call for the 17th. That's 3 days away. The 160. We're at 152. Okay. You buy the 160, you're paying 45 cents. Wonderful. What if it goes down? Because as you can see, it's clearly going down. So why would you buy an option as the stock is dropping? Especially an option that's only 4 days away. Seriously, 4 days, and you want to buy an option for the 60, which is way up here. We're down here. Okay? So the stock has to go over 160.45 just for you to break even. So let's say it goes up to 160. you're losing money. It has to go over 160.45 because you're paying 45 cents for the privilege of buying it at 160. So your break even is going to be 160.45. And do you really think it's going to go from 152 to 160 whatever in the next 4 days? So no, I would do it. I don't buy options, I sell them. Like 80 to 90% of all options expire worthless. So why would I buy? I'm a seller. See, I'm 62, which means I don't have the privilege of being wrong. I don't have the luxury of making mistakes. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm in pretty good shape for 62. I could go back to work, but I've already put in 5 decades. My first job was in 1974, Old Man Simmons Farm, loading firewood, doing farm shit. Yeah, no, thank you. I think 5 decades is enough. Okay, Iron Mountain has the best dividend over a long period of time. Okay, backer, I can't help you out unless you give me the ticker symbol because I don't do Iron Mountain. Michael, new to this. Oh, this is why I'm asking to see how to look this up. Thank you, Michael. You're welcome. Okay, backer, I already said no to buying options. I don't buy them. Mr. Wizard, how you doing, Mr. Wizard? What's your top 5 stocks you usually sell calls on? Macy's. It used to be Walgreens and U.S. Steel, but they went private. So it's usually Macy's. Hold on. I like Ford. I like General Motors. I like AT&T once in a while. But one do I do all the time? Macy's I do all the time. Oh, and Kohl's. I like doing that one too. ExxonMobil. No, dude, we just hooked up ExxonMobil. Look, the high was last week. Well, it's 2 weeks ago. Now it's dropping. Why the hell would I buy something that's dropping? Okay, 1976 BMW. Ooh, okay. P-car. P-C-A-R. No. 2 reasons. Number 1, I don't buy at the high. Let's zoom into the last 30 days. Right here, last 30 days. Down, up, down, up. I don't buy at the high. Number 2, April, May, June, August, September. I don't do monthlies. Okay, rule number 4, weekly options only. Mr. Wizard, thank you, sir. Jen, how you doing, Jen? EPD, what the hell is EPD? EPD, enterprise products, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, the high of the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this, sideways, up, down. No P-car, sorry. Take a look. 30-day high, 30-day low, she shoots up, pulls back up, back down. She's actually coming down though, so no to P-car. Sorry, cause we already did Macy's. Come on, cause you know my boy, but I already did Macy's, brother. That was a mistake. Oh, cause and Astra, Mara. Now I did do Mara. I actually have some. I do. Take a look. You'll like this one. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. She's definitely going up. Okay. How does that look? Well, currently 1036 to 1050 is going for 34. All right. However, take a look, cause the 30-day high is at 10 and we're already above the 10. But look at the 90-day. The 90-day is at 12. And the 1 year is at 23. So does that look good to you? Are you okay with that? Well, let's find out. Let's get rid of this. Let's do a covered call on Mara at the current price, 1046. So the closest strike price is going to be 1050. The safer trade is going to be 10. So how about we do the 10 and then we do the 1050 and see which one you like better? Let's give it a try. You ready? All right. So first, we're going to do the 10. Okay, 988. All right, let's do the 10. Right there. One contract. Here we go. You ready? One covered call, Mara. 17 April 26th. That's this coming Friday. The $10 call option. The stock is currently at 1048, but I'm just kind of curious because the 10 is a safer trade. You got to take it's a balance. Safety, profitability. Which means more to you? Me, safety. Some of you might want profitability. If you're still in the working, okay, if you're still working, well, yeah, maybe profitability is more important. But to me, I'm 62. I got no, all right, listen closely. Good afternoon. Welcome to Walmart. Will that be paper or plastic? See, I can't say that without it coming out as sincere because it's not. Because I have no desire to go back into the workforce. I put in 5 decades. Give me a break, okay? I think I deserve it. No. I know I deserve it. 5 decades, yeah, I deserve to retire. Okay, profit, 14 bucks. Okay, 986. Let's check it out. Calculator, if you don't mind. The profit, 14, divided by the investment, 986. 986 gives me a total of 1.4. Now that's the safe trade. So let's save this one, 1.4. All right, 1.4. And then we're going to take a look at the other one and see what that comes up as. Come on, where are you? There it is. And there we go. Mara, big and beautiful. Let's take a look. Whoops, no. All right. Mara, 17 April 26th. That's this coming Friday. The $10 call option. Okay. Well, 14 bucks is the profit. 986 is the investment for a 1.4 for the end of the week. Now, 1.4 at the end of the week is over 65% by the end of the year. If you're okay with that. Univision, give me a second. Okay. So this is wait. We want to do this. Okay. The 10 call. Okay. Okay, that's a 10 call. 1.4. So now we're going to do the 1050 call to see to see the difference. Because one is going to be safer than the other. And you have to decide which one makes more sense. The safer one or the more profitable one. Okay, so we're going to hit the edit button. Edit. And then we're going to change the 10 strike to the 1050. There it is. Let's do the exact same thing. Confirm and send. There we go. One covered call. Mara, 17 April. That's this Friday. The 1050 call option. 37 is the profit. 1,000 bucks. Let's get the calculator out for this one. 37 is the profit. We divide it by $1,013, and that comes to a grand total of 3.6. That's a big difference. Okay, so we're going to save this one. And I'm going to explain to you something before we move on. All right, it's just a quick little briefing. Okay, now, currently, the stock is at 1048. So the 10 is a lot safer. There it is right here. And there it is. Mara, 17 April, the 1050 call option. There's the profit, there's the investment, and this is the 1050 call. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that, damn it. Didn't want to do that. Come on. I forgot to put in, was it 3.6%? $3.6. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's go back to here. Okay. Let's go back to right here. Okay, so here's Mara. The last 30 days would be right there. Here's the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 9. We drop down to 7.5. We shoot up to 1030. Okay, great. Now, I usually don't buy at the 30-day high, but this is for Cause and Astra. So the current price right now is 10.48. So if I buy it tomorrow morning and sell the 10.50, yeah, it's 3.4%. Nice return. But if I sell the 10, I'm only picking up 1.4. So 10 is safer than the 10.50 because 10.50, the stock has to go up. The 10, the stock's just going to stay where it is. So stocks go two different directions. They go up and they go down. So what do you think? Do you think that it can be above 10? Here's 10 right there. Do you think it can be above 10 by Friday? Or do you think it can be above 10.50 by Friday? It's a choice you got to make. First of all, does it make sense? Second of all, do you like that company? Third, do you want to buy it and hold on to it, do a covered call every week, generate cash flow? They're all very simple questions that you need to ask yourself before you do something like this. So, Kaz, what do you think? All right. Backer, we already did ExxonMobil. We did. Twisted Winter. Beal. Never heard of it, but let's take a look. B-I-E-E-L. Beal. Bioelectronics. Hell no. No, dude. Seriously. Backer, Dollar General's terrible. Thank you for that. Gigi, thank you for that, Gigi. Pantro, how are you today? Trent, SoFi, hell no. All right, let's go check out someone else. I've been paying attention to you guys here. What do we have over here? Over here, over here. What do we have? What do we have? Over. Okay, so we already did, Gennard, we already did American Airlines, Deep Diver. Thank you. All right, we already did Kohl's, Macy's. Whatever you want. All right, whatever you want. AMD. John Bohe. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Hell no. Sorry, dude. That was quick, wasn't it? Check out the last 30 days. We're at 190. Now we're at 246. Yeah, no, thank you. From 190 to 246 is $56. $56 on a 190 stock is over 25%. Dude, that is a 25% increase in 30 days. Not for me, but it's a good company, though. Sorry, John. Bully the board. Should we be worried oil is not in contango? I have no idea what contango is, to be totally honest with you. Born with a controller, buy high, sell higher. Yeah, dude, terribly sorry, but I don't play by that game. Now, I've never heard that. Okay, I've always heard buy low, sell high. Can you, R-Dog, can you look at Qualcomm? Qualcomm. Ooh, now this one looks good. Check this one out. Got the high, got the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, and she's bouncing off the bottom right there. The bottom was last week. Now she's bouncing up 131. The 131s are going for 203. That looks good. Let's zoom in. Last 30 days. Check a look. The high for 140 drops to 122. Now she's bouncing. Drop, bounce. What do you think? Seriously, what do you think? 30 days ago, 140. We drop down. Here's the 30-day bottom. Now she's bouncing up. Look at all that space we got to go to get to that new 30-day high. They go down, they go up. They go down, they go up. Here's the bounce right there. The 131. Yep, let's check this one out. 131. Covered call. There we go. 131. There she be. One covered call. There it is. And here's Johnny. Buy one covered call. QCOM. 17 April 26th. That's this coming Friday. The 131 call option. Well, the stock at the moment is 132. So if I buy it at 132.52 and I sell it at 131, I'm still walking away with 132. It's costing me 13,000. What's the rate of return there? To sell it for less than I buy it for. Think about that. Sell it for less than I pay for it and still walk away with a profit. Let's take a look. What is that profit? 132 is the profit right there. Max profit, 132. What's it costing me? Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 12,968. Let's call it 13. Okay. 132 divided by 13,000. Grand total of 1%. Now, I'm perfectly okay with 1%, but think about it. Seriously, think about it. Number one, do I like the company? Oh, QCOM. Do I like it? It's currently at 132.52. Well, if I buy it at 132.52, sell it for 131, which is less than what I paid for it, I'm still walking away with 1%. Now, I could sell the 132s and pick up a little bit more. All right, let's save this one. QCOM. All right, let's check it out. Ready? There we go. And there she be, QCOM. QCOM, 17 April, the 131 call options. 132 is the profit, 13,000 is the investment for a 1% return. Imagine that. Buying something, selling it for less than what you paid for it, as long as it stays above 131 by this coming Friday, I walk away with 1%. Now, I know you're all saying, 1%? Yes, 1% for 10 minutes of my time. Think about this. Hold on a second. Hold on. Time out. Okay, it's called the 10-minute trader strategy for a reason. Now, my daughter was 9 years old when I created the trading strategy specifically for her. So how do you keep the attention span for a 9-year-old? It's got to be simple, safe, quick, all that kind of stuff. So if 10 minutes a day of my time, that's 50 minutes a week, that's less than 1 hour, 1 hour a week to make 1% of my portfolio. You have any idea what my portfolio looks like? You probably don't, but think about it. What's your portfolio look like? You got 50 grand, 1 hour of your time is now worth $5,000. No, wait a minute. 500, sorry. 1% of 50,000 is 500. 1% of 500,000 is 50,000. 5,000. 1 hour of my time is worth 1% of my portfolio. Okay? That's well over $1,000 an hour. I'm retired. I manage my own account. If I look at it that way, okay? If I look at it that way, 1% of my total account, 1 hour, 1%. That's over $1,000 an hour for my time. That's my time. What do you have? You got 50 grand, $500. You got 75,000, 750. Whatever 1% is. Think of it this way. 1 hour a day comes to a 50% return by the end of the year. I'm perfectly okay with that. You guys got to figure out if it's okay with you. So, that's QCOM. 1%. We got one more to go. One more. What time do we got? 11:50. We're going to go a little bit later because I was a little bit late. So, let's see what else we got. Thank you there, our dog. The world's watching. Black Sky Tech. Dude, you got to give me the ticker symbol. I never heard of them. SIDUS. What the hell is that? Never a good sign when I say, what the hell is that? Because usually that means it's going to be a no. Okay? SIDUS. Sidus Place. No, not even pulling up. Ted61, how you doing? Megan, thank you for that. What else do we have here? Arthur, what's happening, Arthur? Tesla. TSLA. You do know that Tesla does not have any dividends, right? So normally Tesla's not on my list, but I did break down this morning and I did buy some Tesla. The only reason I bought Tesla is after watching a bunch of videos and the projections of what's going to happen. Yeah, there's no way to get away from it. Okay, you've seen movies. We've all seen them. We've all seen movies of the future. And there's always one company that's freaking huge and owns everything. Who do you think that's going to be? Take a look at everything he has his fingers into. Yeah. Okay, Tesla, here we go. The high, 500. The low, 220. That is a 100% increase within a year. Within a year, 100% increase. Now it drops. Now we're going back up again. So, last 30 days, check this out. Down, now we're going up. See, here's your 3 days right there. 1, 2, 3, right there, the 352. The 352 is a sum for 630. Hell yeah, why the hell not? Now, we already did Tesla last night, so I'm not going to do Tesla again. But it's right there, okay? There's the bounce that you're looking for, right there. She drops, now she's bouncing. You either like it or you don't. But thank you for that one, Arslan. We already did it last night. It's on last night's board. Born with a controller. How do you guarantee that you cannot avoid a loss? Very simple. Never sell for less than what you paid for it. Because here's the funny thing. This is the second time you asked this question. I don't think you got it the first time. You are 100% control of what you do. It is never, ever, ever a loss until you agree to take it. Okay? So if I buy Tesla at 352 and I sell it for less than 352, it's nobody's fault but my own. And I can't guarantee anything for you because I have no control over what your little fingers are doing. So no. Okay? Merck, MRK. No. Okay? She shoots up. Now she's pulling back. No. Double, was that? Double ache. Ooh, I got one of those. I played soccer yesterday. My back is sore and my legs are sore. Yep. I'm 62. I don't run around like I used to, but I do run around like I used to, but it takes me 2 or 3 days to recuperate. Yep. I play soccer for 2 hours a weekend. Yep. And I spend 3 days recuperating. Hey, Zeus, what's happening? How many kings are there? I think last I checked, there was 160 women. No, I think there's 65. What if the ticker for the monthly dividend stock that is tied to Google? Don't know, don't care. I don't do Google. Okay, Google only has 2 years of dividend. That's it. The Swing Fix. How you doing, brother? Star. Thank you. Moon Kissed Angel. Good evening to you. Our Californian 510. You know what? It reminds me. We're actually flying out to California, out to LA in about 2 weeks. And we will be having a live seminar. Okay? And the details will be available a little bit later. But yeah, I will be doing a seminar in LA, and then we're going to go to Vegas and do one there. See how it goes up. Let's get about first two. Let's see how first two for the year, see how it's going. Harry, how you doing? She trades futures. Well, she trades futures. Thank you for showing up. Got a low battery over here. Okay. Daryl, this will be the case. Down. Okay, Daryl, I have no idea what that means, but okay. Alan, I don't know what option priced update after hours. Option prices don't update after hours, Alan. These are just the numbers that are here. Okay, that's what we're going by. We're going by the last traded price, 120, and the current options that were as of the close of today. 120 is 155. That's over 1%. That's what I'm looking for, Daryl. Alan. How about Hecla? You got to give me the ticker symbol. Bonji, what's happening? ONDS. Ondas. Okay, interesting. Have no idea who they are. Hell no. That was quick. Didn't even look. Do you know why it's a no? Because if this thing was $1 last year, there's no way on God's green earth this has 2 decades of profits. At $1, no way. Okay, Kiki, we already did Oracle earlier. Sorry, Kiki. Angelos, thank you. Fred, what's happening, Fred? Arden, is that Alcoa AA? It is Alcoa. No, I don't buy at the high. Sorry. Harden, thank you. HL Mining? What the hell is HL Mining? Nope, that's Helka. Okay, HL is Helka Mining. Oh, okay. Up, down, up. Was at $4 last year. Jumps up to 34. Drops to 16. Now goes back up, back down. No. Nope. Okay. Up, down, up, down. I don't buy anything as it's dropping. Just doesn't make sense. Okay, user 329160. Miglo, TSM, Taiwan Semiconductors. TSM. No, I don't buy at the high. Sorry. What was the other one? ATH. ATH. Athos. No options. No, thank you. Chevron's going to be a no. It's a oil stock, and they're just not doing squat. Wally World. She went up. She went down. She went up. Now she's coming back down again. No. Oracle, we already did. Chevron's going to be no. Ice cream. Thank you for sharing the information. You're welcome, ice cream. Ice cream, you scream. Ooh, ice cream, ice cream. I got an ice cream. And you can't have one because you're on welfare. You can't afford it. Remember that, Eddie Murphy? All right. Wally World, down, up, down. It's actually coming back down at the moment. No. Next, what do we got? What do we got? HPQ. Kevin. Hey, Mark, thanks for the flowers, dude. Kevin, HPQ, HPQ. Ooh, check that out. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up right there. Let's zoom into that. Look at your last 30 days. Down, up, down. Now she's going back up. Look at this. Thursday, Friday's a higher bottom. Today is a higher bottom. Very slightly, but still. There's your 2 days right there. 19.23. The 19s are going for 57. We're going to lose 23 cents off the top. 23, yep. That's still over 1% at 19. Let's take a gander. Hewlett Packard. This could be number 5 for the day, and that means we will be done for the day. Could be. We just don't know yet. Covered call at 19. There it is right there. One covered call. And here we go. By one covered call, Hewlett Packard. 17 April 26th. That's this coming Friday. $19 call option. 58's profit. 1842 is the investment. Let's get the calculator. It's going to tell us what our rate of return for 1 week. See, the funny thing is, we're all used to investing for annual rates of return. It's like you put your money in the bank, they're going to give you an annual rate of return. You buy a car, you're going to pay an annual rate of return. Okay? Buy a house, annual rates of return. So this is weekly. So you have to change your thinking. If I'm getting 1% every single week, that's over 50% by the end of the year. And I'm pretty much okay with 50% by the end of the year. Oh, Double Beach. Was that Double Ache? Go live with Double Ache. Dude, sorry, man. I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you want to talk about. I don't invite anybody onto the live unless I've already had a previous conversation with them. So I don't know if you want to talk about Amway, want to talk about religion, politics, football, basketball. Yeah, no. Dividend stocks only. So if you want to have a conversation and you want to be invited to speak live, send me your number. I will give you a call. Okay? And we will chat. Then we can come on. All right. So Hewlett Packard, 1%. That's number 5. That's it. That's all she wrote. Hewlett Packard, number 5. Give it a second. 5 a day. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Now touch me, baby. Here we go. Hewlett Packard, big and beautiful. There we go. One covered call. Hewlett Packard, HPQ. 17 April 26. That's this coming Friday. The 19 call option. Take a look at this. The stock is currently at 1904. So I'm going to buy it at 1904. I'm going to sell it for less than I paid for it and still walk away with a profit. 58, 1842. That works for me. Another 1%. There you go. Whoops. 1. So let's take a look. What do we have today? We have Macy's. We have Oracle. We have Mara. We have QCOM. And we have Hewlett Packard. Yay! The crowd goes wild. Wow. All right, it's past 11 o'clock. I'm usually doing this done by now. Let's sit down, chat, see what kind of questions we have. No more stocks for tonight. Let's get out of that. Let's get out of that and let's just answer some questions, okay? Let's see what we got. HBQ, you got Mr. Wizard. How you doing? Bill, not 319. We already did Coles earlier today. User 329160, Abbott Labs. I love Abbott Labs. Come on, John. We already did it. Advanced Micro Devices. Red Eye Jedi, back again. I remember that name. I do. Play swappy changey over here. Okay. Red Eye Jedi. Hola. Thank you for making options easy to understand for us newbies. Woohoo! Gotta love it. Alan, this is my quant. New word for me. Not 100% sure what it means. Kiki, Oracle. We already did Oracle. Thank you. Raul. Thank you, Raul. Brima, Raman. How you doing today? Keeping faith. Gotta love it. Merv Adkins, back again. Nice to see you, Merv. Thank you. Bebo, you're new. Red Dog, our dog. Like your show, I own 1,000 shares of QCOM. Should I sell at covered calls or is there another play? Okay, our dog, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I know nothing about you. Absolutely nothing. What I do every day, our dog, every single day, I ask myself 5 simple questions. What did I buy? QCOM. What did I sell? Means what covered call did I sell against it? Where is it right now? What's the price? Where does it look like it's going? Where does the stock look like it's going? Buyers and sellers, we buy, we sell. Okay. It tells us down, up, down, where's it going? What did I buy? What did I sell? Where's it at? Where's it going? What should I do? I ask myself that question every single position I have because I'm looking for cash flow on a weekly basis. Every single position I have 7 different accounts. I share 3 of them publicly so you can actually see exactly what I'm doing. Now I ask myself the question, every single position I have brings me in some money every single week. So you got 1,000 shares of QCOM. I have no idea what you bought it at, but you have the ability. Let's get out of here for a second. Pull up QCOM, QCOM. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's change this and let's go to that. Okay. So here's where QCOM is at the moment. QCOM at the moment is at 132.39. You got to ask yourself, what did I buy it for? I have no idea. So you have the ability to sell. That line is ATM, at the money. At the money is 31.32. That is the current price. That is at the money. At the current price. At the money. Okay? Right here in purple, ITM. Okay, these are puts, these are calls. The purple is in the money. In the money, it means, it's less than the current price. Okay, if the current price is 131, well, 130 is in the money. 129 is in the money on the call side. On the put side, 133 is in the money. 135 is in the money. 138 is in the money. That's the put side. Okay, ATM at the money, ITM in the money, OTM out of the money. So, as the owner of the stock, you can do whatever you want. You own it, you can do whatever you want. You can sell in the money and pick up $1.48 per share. You can sell 2 or 3 strikes out, pick up 66 cents per share. You got 1,000 shares. Well, 66 cents per share is $660 that you could pick up this week. And then next week, you can do the exact same thing because QCOM has options every single week. So you have to decide, what did you buy it for? Whatever you bought it for, you can choose 81, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, blah, 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 blah. Whatever you want to do. You're in control. You own the shares. You can do whatever you want. Hopefully that made sense. All right. Let's go. All right. Thank you there, our dog. Hey, Broden, have you ever been wrong about anything in your life? Of course I have. User ATM at the money. AMT. Wait a minute. AMT. Oh, that's a stock symbol. No. Sorry. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductors. Okay. We already looked at that one. Fred, Vil, Dow. Ooh, I bought me some Dow this morning. Mike E. Wikis. How you doing, Mike? Earlier you said you never sell less than what you bought it for. Aren't you contradicting your theory? No. Okay, well, hold on a second. Hold one second. Okay? Now, I think you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. If I buy the stock at 131.24 and I sell the 131s, I'm walking away with $2. Okay, you add the $2 onto the 131. Now I'm walking away with 133. 133 is higher than 131. So although I said never sell for less, you've got to add, let's get rid of these. And you're absolutely 100% correct. Okay, if I buy it at 131.24, right, and I sell it for 131, I am selling it for less. But what am I walking away with? That's what you forgot. Because if I sell it for 131, I pick up $2.01. So I'm actually selling it for 131 plus 201, which comes to 133.01, which is more than what I paid for it. Okay? So you are correct in one manner, but incorrect in another because you forgot a part of the equation. Does that make sense? Okay? You're right. Buying 131.24, selling at 131 is selling it for less. But I'm walking away with more because I'm collecting that. Okay? Sorry, did you go over AI? Yes, we did. We already went over Alcoa. Have you ever collected so much premium that you close a covered call even though your stock is not quite higher than you paid? Yes, I've been doing this for 30 years, so yes, I have. Kevin, sorry, did I do Hewlett Packard? Yes, I did. Merv, hello. Backer, love your videos, thank you. I am FSU linebacker, 55, Florida State, just a fan. Awesome. Cool beans, dude. What do you think about using iron condors? They're a little bit more complicated. Okay, Backer, check this out, okay? the trading strategy that I'm giving to you for free. Okay? I'm giving to you for free. No strings attached. I'm not asking if it's okay if I sell you something, pitch you something. No, I'm not doing that. This is free information. Now, do I have stuff to sell? Of course I do. We're all adults. We know how it works. I've written 15 books. I got the home study course. I got the seminars, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Okay? The trading strategy I'm giving to you for free right here was created for my 9-year-old daughter. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose. Iron Condor, no, does not fit in that whatsoever. Now, don't get me wrong, Iron Condors have their place. This is not it. Okay? And the money is good. Yes, it is. Stefan Hormel is still going down. Are we getting close to a buy? Now, Stefan, don't get me wrong. Hormel is a dividend king, which means they have over 5 decades of increased profits. But the issue I have with Hormel, let me pull it up right here. HRL. This is the issue I have with Hormel. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So it's not if a stock goes down, when the stock goes down. I'm collecting 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, no, thank you. Take a look at Dell. Okay, $5, $4, $3, $2, $2, $1.50, $1. So as the stock drops, I still can collect something. Who came up with energy transfer? Robert. Energy transfer. 0, 0, 0, 0. I don't do any. There's a bunch of stocks I don't do just because the premiums are paying 0. Okay, stocks go up, they go down. When they go down, do I have the ability to collect something as it's dropping? Energy transfer? No. Hormel? No. There's a few others. No, also. The cute Sammy. Oh, realty is a monthly. It's a hell no from beginning to end and every other sideways you look at it. April, May, June, September, December. Those are months of the year. I can trade them once a month. It doesn't work for me. Weekly options only. Our dog. How are you doing? Went to Costco and they didn't have what I want. Went egg bites. Eat them for breakfast. Okay, got it. Not quite sure it has to do with what we're doing. Do I have a day job? Billy, I retired 3 years ago. Okay, my very first job was in 1974. I was still in elementary school. Really, I was. 1974 was my first job. I was in 4th grade. My first job, 1974, Old Man Simmons Farm. Me and my buddy Bruce, who lived a couple streets, a couple doors up, 3 to be exact, because there was the Barkers, then it was the Murphys, and then it was the Parkmans. Okay? So me and my buddy Bruce, we worked Old Man Simmons Farm. We get off the school bus. Imagine this, 1974. Okay? I'm 11 years old. My buddy is 13 years old. We get off the school bus. We jump in the back of Old Man Simmons' truck. We didn't even go home to tell our parents that we're okay. We went from the school bus into Old Man Simmons' pickup truck, and then we went out into the woods and we cut firewood. We did pumpkins. We did blue Hubbard squash. If any of you knows what that is, we did corn. Okay? We did what you do on a farm at 11 years old. Okay? Did you make a killing in 27, 28, the Great Recession? No, I did not. Okay? In 27, 28, I was into real estate. So I lost a shitload in real estate. Okay? Back in 07, 08. Yeah. Okay, so that is everything on here. So this count is done. Okay, great. Over here, what do we have over here? Questions. Nature and me. Shane Howe. How you doing, Shane? Kritika. How you doing, Kritika? Will. Cable and connections. Okay. Chub Fondue. Cooney. 10 option for Mara is currently 5.7 on Robinhood UK. Freaking cool, dude. If it makes sense to you. Okay, never do anything unless it makes sense. Unless you're willing to buy it and hold it regardless of what happens. Because think of yourself. If it drops, are you still willing to hold on to it without selling for a loss? Know this. It was great watching you. IGTG. I have no idea what that means. See you later. All right, thank you. Okay, Terry, we'll have to look at it tomorrow. The cute Sammy O Realty is going to be a hell no. Roberto ET Energy Transfer is going to be a hell no. Peter John, what's happening? Terry, we can take a look at DraftKings tomorrow. Abdul, nice to see you. Best value, hello. Trent Johnson, maybe tomorrow. Ronald Figma, maybe tomorrow. Ooh, Terry Hims. Ooh, I rode that one quite well. 110 Beast. Dude, you've been here for a long time. 1% a week is unheard of. I appreciate you for giving it to us all for free. The 110 Beast, dude, you've been here for a long time. Months. So I'm kind of curious what you've been doing. Ends up. Cute Sammy, I'm not going to tell you again. O Realty. Okay. Okay. O Realty. Okay. April, May, June, September, December, January. It's monthly. I can only do it once a month, which means 12 to 24% doesn't work for me. Edward, SCHD is a hard hell no, dude. Okay, Edward, I'm not going to try to tell you what to buy, what to sell. But I can tell you that SCAD is not consistently profitable, meaning they do not consistently increase their profits year after year after year. They just don't. Take a look at the numbers. Go to Yahoo Finance, go to Google Finance, go to wherever you need to go. Okay? SCHD. Okay? SCHD. Hold on. There it is right there. Schwab. SCHD. Okay? 4.0, 4.6, 6.8, 6.9, 8.6, 6.6. It went from 8.6 to 6.6. That's a 25% decrease. That's just that one. 7.5, 7.7, 8.3, 8.2, that's backwards. 8.9, 8.4, that's backwards. 9.1, 9, that's backwards. 10, 8, that's another 20% decrease right there. 13, 10, 3, that's another 20% decrease right there. Okay, 11, 11.4, 11.5, 8, that's a 3 decrease on 11, that's 30%. Yuck. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's not consistently profitable. SCHD for me is a no. You want to buy it, you buy it. It's not consistently profitable. And 2011 is the first time they started paying dividends. So 2011 to today is only 15 years. I like 20 years. JD, thank you for that. Happy Girl, VRA. What the hell is VRA, Happy Girl? Never heard of it. VRA. Hell no. I don't do monthlies. April, May, August, November. No, no, and no. Sorry. All right, I can't read that, but thank you. Thank you. Can't read that one either. Master Chief, which metrics do you look at to see if it'll bounce? Okay, Master Chief, dude, I hate to put it to you this way. I really do. Really, really, really. Okay, here's the bottom. Here's the top. Okay, she went up, she went down. She went up, she went down, she went up, she went down. Now she's going up. You just have to look at the chart. The chart will tell you what it is you're looking for. At this moment in time, the last 30 days, she went down, she went up. She went down, she went up, she went down, she went up. Now she's coming back down again. The stocks tell you, the chart tells you exactly what they're doing. You just got to take a look at it. Okay, Master Chief. Anthony, Costco. Dude, that's $1,000 share. I don't know what you think I have in my account, but $1,000 per share? No, I don't have that. Sorry. Stefan, I love Kimberly Clark. I do. How do I find your training? Becky, DM me your phone number. I'll give you a call. That's it. Send me your phone number. You're on the 10-Minute Trader. Okay. It's on TikTok. Go to TikTok, drop your phone number, or go to the website, book a call, we'll have a chat. I guarantee you I will not try to sell you anything. Okay? Some people are afraid to put their number because they think I'm going to try to sell you something. I don't need your money. It's just like I'm sharing the information for free. Also, we're going to be having a live seminar in LA and in Vegas in the next couple of weeks. All right. Flavington, Utah Pow, ex Kreger, what's happening? Ms. Blaylock. Ms. Blaylock, how you doing? Christopher Beaver, Soundhound, yeah, next time. All righty. Brian White, PayPal. Ooh, we'll take a look at that one tomorrow. All right. Crush, how you doing? 110 Beast, 50% is amazing, and sometimes you make more than 1%. Absolutely. Come on, 110 Beast, you've been here for months. You've seen all this before. Okay, Tower Rat, how you doing? Cam, have a good night. You too. Harry for good. Nice to see you again, Harry. Haven't seen you in a while. The last call option you mentioned, you could sell it for under what you paid for and make a gain. Absolutely. It's a Mark. It's a numbers game. What am I buying? What am I selling? Okay, where is it? Where's it going? And what should I do? User 22554412855522. Why don't you ask your parents to change your name? Say, Mom, Dad, can I change my name to like Peter or Tim or Ted? Anything but 22554412855522. That's a weird name, dude. All right, I still got a lot more people I got to say hi to. Alex, thank you for that. What was the name of that chart? This chart? It's just a chart. 80 XRP is not a dividend stock, but thank you. General Mills is GIS, which is a monthly, and that's going to be a no. Double A, did you mean that? Oh, did not mean to do that. All right. Natalie, all right. Righty. Uh-oh. Okay. What do we have down here? Do you have a list of dailies doing great? Absolutely, I do. Okay, so what do we have here? All righty. Kissable, thank you. Automation say no way on JPQ. 9 count on the 1 hour. Yep, thank you. Automation. Oh, you're into the Fibonacci. Yeah, you have fun with that. All right, here's one for you. Try to explain the Fibonacci and the Fibonacci sequence and Fibonacci retracement to a 9-year-old. It's not bad entry on Macy's, bouncing off the 20-day moving average. Okay, thank you. Steve, I'm back. Have you checked out Nucor? No, we haven't checked out Nucor today. Sorry. Okay, we already looked at Alcoa. Thank you. Automation. Oracle, not bad on the weekly. Thank you. I show stocks. Thank you for that. It happened to me. I lost mRNA 750. No reason. Okay. I show stocks. Weekly options only. Can you explain it, please? SM Rocky, Merck, we can check that out tomorrow. So I show stocks. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Can I explain the difference between weekly option and a monthly option? Okay. Let's see if I get this right. Weekly options trade 52 times a year. Monthly options trade 12 times a year. So if I'm making 1% for each trade, monthly I can work with 12% a year, weekly 50% a year. Do I need to explain any more than that other than the fact that 52 is better than 12? Never buy weekly options. Can you explain it? Over 80% of all options expire worthless. Why would I buy and be on the short side rather than the winning side? Think about it. 80% of options expire worthless. So why would I buy when I can sell and be on the 80% side. Okay? Automation Maven, yay! BBY is falling apart even on the weekly intervals. Failed MACD cross. Okay, you're getting a little bit more complicated than a 9-year-old can understand, because MACD would go right over a 9-year-old's head. Remember, we're trying to keep it as simple as possible. Once you pass the simplicity and perfect the one strategy, then jump into the more complicated stuff. Okay, automation. Said I wouldn't touch advancing auto parts. Falling hard and rising channel could fall 30%. Not advice, that's my opinion. Hey, I get no problem with it whatsoever. Now, I do have some advanced auto parts, and I had some advanced auto parts. Remember, I got 7 different accounts, so I sold advanced auto parts in 1 or 2 accounts. I still have it in a couple. And I do get weekly cash flow from my advanced auto parts. IRM stock for dividends long term. Okay. FSU linebacker. Oh, so now it makes sense. So now that you told me, okay, you're a linebacker. Okay. So IRM. Whoops. Try it again. IRM, which is Iron Mountain. Oh, hold on. Just hold on a minute. Before we go much further, give me a dime so I can fold my... Okay, so take a look. You think Iron Mountain. All right, hold on. Long term. Okay, we bottomed out at 97. Okay, that's the bottom. 97. Now she jumped up to 111. So 97 to 111 is $14. Okay, so from here to here is a 14 or 15% increase, and that is just from the end of March to where we are. That's just 2 weeks. So that thing jumped up that quick in 2 weeks. Now, if you really like our IRM, why not just jump in, get a few percentage points here? As she drops back down again, jump out, and when she turns around, then jump back in again. Because they go up, they go down, they go up, and they go down. SoFi, hell no. SoFi does not have dividends. Sorry. All right. Automation, thank you for that. Joey, thank you. Joey T, Comcast, we can take a look at it tomorrow. EPD, Kissable, we'll take a look tomorrow. John Ward, how you doing? William, good evening, James. Do you enter your covered call with a market or limit order? I always cover it at market order. Okay, I'm at that point in my life where I don't really quibble about the pennies. Okay, I buy it at the market. When it fills, I will sell the closest strike price, and I will jump out after 1 or 2%. With the 10 call, with the 10 call, do you then account for the 48-cent loss on the stock? Absolutely. Do you teach dividend capturing 2.0 in your classes? Absolutely, I do. When you buy it and sell it for less when the stock is called away, isn't that a loss on the stock? All right. Now, William, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told the other guy who said the exact same thing you just said. When I buy a stock for $10.48 and I sell it at 10, I'm selling it for less. You are correct. But you got to add in the premium that I collect. So when I buy it, what do I walk away with? Does that make sense? Because if I buy it at $10.30 and I sell it for 10, yes, I'm losing the 30 cents, but I make up that 30 cents with the option that I sell. So what am I walking away with? Okay? I like how he doesn't get super greedy. 1% here, 1% there. It adds up. Thank you, Steve. Yes, 1% every single week is over 50% per year. It's simple. It's easy. It was created for a 9-year-old. She was 9 years old. She says, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? So my 9-year-old daughter wanted to, none of the boys didn't want anything to do with the money. They just, now, 30, wait a minute. So my son is 37, my other son is 32, and they're just starting to come around. It's like for 20 years, they wanted nothing to do with money because when mommy and daddy give you money, you don't really understand the value of a dollar. See, I got my first job at age 11. Okay? Age 11, I had my first job. And then I've been working ever since. So I understand the value of a dollar. My children don't understand the value of a dollar. Now, both my sons own their own house. So they're starting to learn. Okay? You mean if I leave the lights on, I got to pay more at the end of the month? Yeah, welcome to adulthood. So my daughter says the other day, I think it's time for me to grow up and be an adult. I said, honey, you're going to be 20. Hold on, 22? 22? How old is she? Shit. Too big to fail. Yep, I see that. Okay, Rocket Lab, short term or long term. I would have to take a look at the numbers. Okay, because you got to remember one thing. FSU, you're in college, dude. You're in your 20s. I'm 62. I'm retired. So I don't want to take risks. You are young. You get your whole life ahead of you. You do what you think is best for you. Do you have a list of daily doing great? Absolutely, I do. Thank you. Oh, we still got questions. Holy cow. 11:32, still got questions. Yes, we already did EPD. Sorry about that, Kissable. William, if I buy a stock for one price and sell a call for less, if the stock is called away, isn't that a loss on the stock sale, even though the call makes money? No. If you buy something, okay, if I buy something and then I sell it for less, but still walk away with a profit, how is that losing? That's a serious question. If I buy something, sell it for less than I paid for it, and the premium that I collect allows me to walk away with more, 54, just an FSU fan. Oh, you're 54, dude? Well, yeah, you need to do something to make sure that you don't lose. No, you could DM me with your phone number and we can chat. Or just go to the website, book a call. We can chat that way. Steve, yes, he touched on EPD Enterprise. He's staying away from it. Of course I am. Thanks, Kissable. You're welcome. Seth, please on the screener is breaking out dire. I have no idea what that means. Vishal, good day, James. What books did you write? Can I buy it on your site? You should be able to buy it on the site. I think Jacob, my son Jacob, is putting the website together. Yeah, I'm good at a few things, website and that kind of crap. No. Is corporate realty the next bubble? Corporate realty. You got to explain that to me a little bit better. What do you mean by corporate realty? And is it the next bubble? I'm not 100% sure I'm following you on that. Vishal, good day. Yep. Okay. All right. Welcome to the live chat. Blah, blah, blah. Good night, Kissable. Yep. The sound is all messed up. Sorry. Is it messed up on here? Because it's one of the cameras I know has a sound that's not good. I don't know which one it is. First job at 11? Yeah. Okay, back in the 60s and 70s, it was a different world. Doula dollars. No, I have no idea what that means. Corporate reality loans, too big to fail vibes. Ooh, yeah, I don't like those. Okay, I get calls every single day. I get calls, emails, and texts. Hey, James, you want to borrow some money? Yeah, you want to borrow some money? I said, yeah, I'll borrow as much money as you'll lend me. But I'm not paying more than 20% a year. See, I have no problem borrowing money at 20%. What is my website? Our dog, are you kidding me? You're on a TikTok, The10MinuteTrader. That's my website, The10MinuteTrader, right in the top left-hand corner. You go up the top left-hand corner, you click on that little icon, top left-hand corner, way up over there. Okay, just click on that symbol. That'll take you right to the website. I didn't get first call back for a job interview until 17. Yeah, but that wasn't in the 70s, was it? Do you trade near an earnings date, or is it too risky? Okay, Jack Massey, I want you to listen closely for a second. Now, earnings do count on some companies. Other times it doesn't really count. Okay, so I have seen plenty of companies have positive earnings and the stocks drop. And reverse, I've seen earnings that are negative and the stocks increase. So there's no real rhyme or reason to earnings. Corporate realty loans, too big to fail. Yeah, I get that. I already saw that one. All right, so let's keep on going. M stands for money. Dyer, do your own research? All right, thank you. I think that's it for the questions. I think we are all done with all of the questions. We are done. Oh, wait a second. Monica, how's it going, Monica? And John, how you doing? Hello. All right, you guys are new over here. How you doing? All right, so that's it. We're going to call it a day. We're going to need some mood music to call off the day or to end the day. So let's do this. And guess what? We're going to do this whole thing all over again tomorrow. Yes. Thank you, linebacker. You're welcome. Okay. That being said, let's get some mood music and let's do this right there. I got my own anthem. Okay. Somebody wrote a song specifically for me. Here we go. Stars and dive into the deep. That's it. You guys have a great night. We're going to do this all again tomorrow. Bye, everyone. See you guys later. No matter the strain, building your legacy through love and brain. Come on. Julie knows that fire in your soul, the kind that lifts the broken heart. Chase, you reach the sky, no one cares. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. We're strange in the storm. The dream never dies. Retire, you stay with a wink and a grin. But the podcast is rolling, pulling us in. Your compass is thank you, Alex. Julie's here, to us your spark. The dreamer who lights up the dark. Change to reach the skies, no one dares. In your hands, the future's come. Bye, everyone. What the hell were you thinking? You laugh as the God keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest of some disguise. We're in the storm.